Hey doing everyone, welcome back. Well, if you saw the previous two videos, you know that this is part 3 of 10. We're going down the Bill of Rights and how I see it being, if not possible, actually I see the Trump administration already violating 6 of the 10, yeah, 6 of the 10 is what I had counted before. This is one that nobody really understands this one or why it's there. I mean, yeah, it's not that nobody understands it, but it's one of those that if it went away, most people would think we wouldn't notice it, right? The Third Amendment. The Third Amendment is that, excuse me for not having the wording exactly right. I'm just going to modify it to today's language. No soldier in a time of peace shall be quartered in any home without the consent of the owner. Also, not in a time of war, except in a manner prescribed by law. So, I mean, that's close to the language, but that's what it says, right? Now, that sounds pretty uncontroversial, like something, why do we even need that? I mean, we don't even have soldiers going to people's houses. Well, you realize without the Third Amendment, and this is kind of a silly argument, but when I was in the Army and I came home on leave, my parents didn't they didn't have to let me stay in their house if they didn't want any soldiers quartered in their house. Yeah. But I don't think the Trump administration will be going after this, Trump regime, I should say, will be going after this one anytime soon, mainly because so many people don't understand it. Then again, that could be all the more reason why they would go after this one, right? Because so many people don't understand it. Why is it even there? Well, it is from a time prior to the Revolution when it was common for the British government to force people to quarter soldiers in their homes. And the United States decided, no, we're not going to have that. We're not going to have soldiers quartered in people's homes unless the owner consents. And we're also not going to have them in people's homes in time of war unless there is a legal reason to. And we actually have to very specifically pass a law to make that possible. Right? Now, soldiers being quartered in people's homes, keep in mind, we have a very militarized police force across this country, highly militarized, right? So, would it be possible then that the police could quarter themselves in your home? Yeah, that's possible. What about ICE agents? Yep. FBI. Or the military. It could happen. Is it going to? Unlikely. But there's a reason that amendment is there. This is going to probably be one of the shortest videos in this series. I see this one as being the least of a threat. But then again, it could also be one of the easiest to sidestep because of how few people actually understand it and why it's there. there is no part of the Bill of Rights that should at all be changed. Maybe clarify some language, but that's all. Just clarify it. Maybe update the language without changing the meaning. So, if an armed agent of the government, any level of government, that could be a National Guardsman, it could be an active duty Marine, it could be a police officer, the Sheriff's Department, FBI, ICE, ATF. If any of them come to your house and demand to be quartered, you have the absolute right to say no, and there's nothing they can do about it. So, that's just a right that you need to know about. I don't see the Trump regime going after this one mainly because most people don't understand it. But then again, I could also see them going after that one specifically because most people don't understand it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, know your rights, and I'll see you next time.